Hello everybody, my name is Dennis Page and today I will be taking a look at LEGO set 71772, the Crystal King. It comes with 5 minifigures, as you can see, was released in 2022, that's meaning this year, where it retailed for about 65 euros. And I can kind of show you the top a bit more. Yeah, where it retailed for 65 euros. Where I got mine for a bit cheaper with like a local deal going on. So, yeah. Let me take a look at the minifigures and then get back to you. So, starting with the first three, we have Lloyd on the left and then two crystal guards. No, Fangstone guards or warriors. On the right. These are the two different versions, and the weapons are kind in a way. As you can see, it's the regular golden sword for Lloyd, and then two of these crystal bladed ones for the Fangstone guards. Let me take them off. So now it's easier to show you the details and to turn her around. As said in previous video, I do like these ninja suits because they are kind of coherent. They do look a bit too similar, but that's being really nitpicky because I quite like them. It's too bad that there isn't a Nia variant of those suits. For the crystal or for the Fangstone warriors, I do really like the color scheme of using the pearl dark gray and the trans dark pink, but I find them a bit too over the top, like the red warriors from Prime Empire with the head molds. They could have been a bit more toned down, but that's my opinion. For Lloyd's face, it's the regular face that he has been getting since the Ninjago movie. Now let me take some armor off so you can see more detail. So here you can see the detail on the back, which looks similar to the other one, and for Lloyd similar to the other ninja, but look pretty cool. And yeah, that's it for these three. Let's go on to the next one. So here we have the next two figures with the Crystal King in the middle and Harumi to the right, where I do quite like these figures. For Harumi, she's using the similar prints to all the other head guards or whatever, the Crystal Council, which is fine, I guess. I would have liked to see a bit more detail to them personally, but I'm accepting this bit, taking off the blades because they are kind of in the way, where the figures look pretty cool. Let's take off the hairpiece of Harumi so you can see that she does have a different face print than the others. Picking one of the older ones, where the eyes are indeed in a purple coloring, and it's also different expressions. That's also pretty nice. One thing that is pretty weird is the new hairpiece, where comparing it to the old one, they look the same, but the old one is very rubbery. Well, the new one is kind of, it's just a stiff piece of plastic. So I don't know why that is, but it is, which is something to say. For the Crystal King, he has this amazing looking headpiece with the smaller horns this time, with this unique like shoulder add-on piece, which is the same as the other ones, only in pearl dark gray, and with his face underneath, it's of course the Overlord. Spoiler alert, by the way. And for the back of the torso, simply one so I can take it off. Looks very nice, kind of similar to that one of Harumi, but the weirdest thing is with the hair. But let's get into the build. So for the main attraction of the set, we have the great Crystal King. Not per se a mech, but like the beast itself. For those of you wondering, here's a bit of a ruler. Going from the ground up to the top of the spikes, 26 centimeters, or putting it to inches, 10 inches? Is that right? Probably. His wingspan, by the way, It's also fairly great, like being above 40 centimeters, I would guess. Where, first off, he uses a pretty great color scheme with the purple, the black, dark blue, and the trans purple and dark gray, which and gold, not to forget, which looks really cool, and I really love this color scheme. Um, let's start with the head because that's probably the most interesting part of him. Where I really like how they build his head using like a black hot dog piece and the same horns the Crystal King has as the eyes. He has a bit of a joint here at the back, but it's simply like one. Oh no, you can go further. I thought it was one, but I really like the shaping of the head. You can position the horns any way you want. You can put them like more up or like this way. Doesn't really matter that much. For his wings, they are pretty securely connected, so they can't fall off because they're in like they're clipped with this piece and with that piece. Pretty interesting. Where you can flap the wings, so you can have them like pointed to the back or at broad, which I just showed. Again, using these amazing crystal wing pieces. Back doors, there are some stickers, but I do think they add a lot. Going to the tail, which is a tail with 5 segments, which is, I would guess, the good amount segments, especially for such an intimidating figure. For the torso, I'll go to the arms in a bit, but for the torso, there is like this trans pink cockpit piece, and you can open everything up, and then put the Crystal King in here. Hoping this will work with one hand. You can sit him down. Oh, I thought something would happen. And then close it back up. Everything. Let me put that thing back. Now, having placed everything back, you can see he's in there, which is like, I believe, not how it is in the show, where it should be that he is this thing, but minor detail. It's a cool thing for kids to play with. For the arms, both of them are identical. Only one has a bit of a spear in them, and they're of course. No, I don't think they actually are. Yeah, they are a bit reversed. But for the arms, they use this like core mech torso plate, which is pretty cool. Having some stickers on the arms and a ball joint right here, which is at least really useful, especially with these claws, where these are just using the big part, which is have been used for a long time. But the small one, the thumb, is oh man, it's pretty hard to do this. But the small one is able to be adjusted in place, so it looks like he can actually hold the spear, which is in the other arm. Looks pretty cool. There is like a bit of a clip place where you can attach it to. There should be a small spike at the bottom, so I'll just take one of the guards for now. Probably broken off, but it should be one of those. Having a big long spear, crosspoint, and the big blade, which looks really cool. Setting it up like this. Then for the legs, because the other arm is the same, for the legs, move the arm out of the way. The front legs, they are fixed in place, so you can't move them about. They don't have any knee joints. They don't have any stickers, I also see. Look pretty cool having some of these core knee joints in the middle. Actually pretty fine. And for the back legs, they can actually move on the ratcheted joints. They have been there for a while, but not that detailed, but they don't need to be. For the feet, I believe they are all the same. No, the back are also a bit different. It's been a while since I built it. These toes, they can move about, so you can splay them out really far or kind of at a 45 degree or maybe a little bit less. It looks really cool. and for the back it's pretty much the same, just a bit different. Um, so the one biggest the biggest thing I have to say about the set, which is a concern or a bit of a bad part, is the posability, because these front legs, it's kind of like a centaur. These front legs, they don't move, so you can. He's always standing like this, or you need to put him higher in the front or in the back, but then you need to add certain points. So, so what I'm saying is, this posability in the legs is a bit bad, but for the arms, it's fine. Then for the pricing, well, and my final verdict and everything. So see a bit of behind the stage. I do find that 65 is a bit on the expensive side, but it is still a good set. So it may be deserving of the price. But if you can get it for 50 or 40, then it would be way better. Then to the next part. It's really good set. I'm really happy that I have it. It has 3 exclusive figures, technically exclusive figures, and that makes it pretty cool, especially for the pricing. And I do like this color scheme, so that's why I bought it. Um, should you buy it if you also like the color scheme? Yeah, and depending on what other sets you already have, like if you have the Crystal Temple behind it, as you can see, then I don't say it's necessary, but if you want like the Lloyd variant, then maybe it's a good one. If you want to complete the series, then definitely buy it. It's a great set in that part. So that's what I have to say. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.